Hi everybody, this is Pollo Del Mar. I just love this piece of custom hair made for me by Work Beauty Supply in San Francisco. And as a result of how much I loved it, I wore it every night pretty much that I went out for the first month that I had it. It was dry, dull, brittle. I had basically fried this wig. But just when I thought I was going to have to retire it, I heard a tip that has absolutely changed the life of this wig. I was listening to the Feast of Fun podcast, and Shea Coulee, a fabulous drag diva out of Chicago, gave me a tip that I had never heard of. Of course, I needed to try it immediately. I ran right out to the local free clinic. No, it wasn't another pregnancy scare. She said that just a little bit of this, it is a silicone-based lubricant. I picked up a whole bunch just because you never know when you're going to need some silicone-based lubricant. A little bit of silicone-based lubricant can change the life and add shine and untangle a synthetic wig. I thought, why not do this on a budget? If it's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not, I'm not out anything. So, we have here one of my new favorite wigs, and I've worn it repeatedly over the last several weeks. And you can see that what that leads to is all kinds of tangling, even when you brush it, every time you wear it. It causes tangling, fraying at the ends. It's just a mess. So let's see if Shea Coulee has given us a technique that will salvage this busted hair. There's a few things that I definitely know for sure without having to be told. Keep the lube away from the lace because that's going to be a real problem for you. If you have lube on your wig, you should get it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to take this hair, I'm going to open up my silicone-based lubricant. Don't use water-based, it gets sticky, as we all know. So I'm going to put it on my hands like this. And now I'm just going to begin massaging it through the hair. I'm going to pay special attention to the ends, which are super frizzy. Oh, God, that was straight up a rat's nest. When doing this, it's especially helpful to use a metal-tipped wig brush. If you use a brush with those little balls on the end of it, it can really actually fray or frizz your hair, especially if you're wearing hair like I've got on, because it's already kinky. When you try to brush it, it becomes very frayed and bushy, and nobody really wants that. But doing this actually pulls the curls back together, just as this one is allowing the tangles to be released. I do know that because this is a Futura fiber, if I used a hot iron on a low setting, I could actually smooth a lot of this back out, especially because now it's got this lubricant in it. Now, as you can see up here, the curls are still nice, but it's not as shiny as I might like, or and there are areas where the curls are becoming tangled. That's the case with any longer wig like this. So when the key for brushing a longer wig, start towards the ends, brush, and then as that becomes untangled, move up, holding it. It really helps if your brush is not busted like this. Now that the bottom of this is much less tragic than it was moments ago, I'm going to open yet another packet of this lube, dump it out in my hand here, rub them together again, and then just run my hands across it. For really long hair, this is actually very helpful because of the fact that the silicone-based lubricant gives it a little extra weight, so when you're performing, it's not as much flyaway happening. You can see how much smoother it is down here. And as I said, a little hot iron on a low setting across this will go a long way to help. And then the top, which has been dulled by hairspray and time, silky. The curls back in it. Don't go dousing this now. You don't want to look like one of those ducks that were trapped in the spill of the Exxon Valdez a number of years ago, do you? All right. Since you asked for hair, that's what I know about hair so far. Thank you, Shea Coulee in Chicago. Thanks, Free Clinic. And thank you to the wig gods for giving me at least a few more fabulous wears for this long, beautiful wig. Not to mention this one, which is still my favorite. It may not have revitalized it, but it certainly added enough time for me to be able to wear it a few more times and get my money's worth out of it. And, just like an old boyfriend, maybe rekindle the romance just long enough to say goodbye with closure. My name is Pollo Del Mar. Please subscribe to me on Facebook, YouTube, like me on Instagram, Twitter, all of those places. Let's connect on social media. Until next time, mwah!